Woof woof. Del Mar dog life, but not in Del Mar today. We have Annie, host dog Annie, and today is Zuko. Zuko staying with me. This is a some sort of Labrador Whippet mix. They seem to be trying to make a friend at the artist booth here. I'm in Balboa Park, walking the dogs today. Dropped off my kid at camp, so Balboa Park wasn't too far away. I thought I'd have a nice stroll and start at the Artist Alley, Artist Center Village with the doggies on a walk. I got, it's a really photogenic place. Some great pictures. Already got a couple of pictures. I want to post them up on Instagram at Del Mar Dog Life. You can see all my past photos, all my past guests, and dog photography that I try to provide for them. So Zuko just showed up about 30 minutes ago or so. He was a little timid at first. We watched the owner drive off, and that helped, because if I bring them right inside the door from when they come inside, then I don't know if they're gonna pee in the house, for one, and then also if the owner leaves out the door, then they just whine at the door and they stop. It's kind of they expect him to come back any minute now because he only left the door. Whereas if they see them drive off in the car, then it's a lot easier. If he drives off in the car and he sees them, oh, my person, my owner is just, there's in the car and he's leaving now. Okay, gonna have to clean this here. So let's pan off, give Annie some privacy, and I'll clean this up here. Zuko watched his owner go drive off in his car. Annie, come back. Come back, Annie. Oh my gosh, these bags. Jesus. I don't have the mutt mitt today. I've got just the bags that were left with the owner. So, they seem to be opening pretty quickly. Sometimes I'm just standing there trying to open the bags, and nothing is happening. So, sorry for any microphone problems. Whoops, now everything is flying out. The whole thing fell. Okay, that just cracked open. Oh, what a mess. So, the thing just exploded on me. I better grab Zuko before he leaves. I've been giving him treats, so he's expecting some turkey. Some turkey treats. We'll go find the restroom over here. That's the problem with those little spinny guys, is the little poop bag holders right there, like it just exploded right on me, like that's one of the real problems with it. I don't really like, I just keep them in my bag, keep them in my own pack. These little plastic thingies on the end, they end up popping off. I end up losing them most of the time. Like sometimes I'll be walking the dogs, and I'm sure like 3 or 4 times I've returned them, on the leash, but whatever the little holder is it fell off like miles ago, and then the owner doesn't. Oh, this is guy. He's acting a little, keeps getting wrapped up. Okay, moving along. So yeah, I'll just keep a hold of this. I don't want the pieces of the poop bag holder. Okay. So yeah, we're over here. Here's a museum. They have these Kaiser has these functions at this museum I've been to for their doctors and employees. And on every single level of this museum, it's a museum, and the Kaiser will, take the whole thing out for the night, and they'll have like different food themes on every floor of the museum. So it was a time because my wife used to work for Kaiser at one point, and they just it was one of the most fantastic buffets that I've ever seen, because you stroll through the museum and get to look at all the artwork and stuff, and there's different kinds of food every time you turn around. And so that was one of the things that maybe I could head back and get a photo over here. This is one of the entrances, Casa del Prado. So I guess I can get on topic here before I stop and take some more pictures by the water. So it had a cancellation, had some sort of cancellation changes, dates of changes with one of my last guests, and the owner had to pick up the dog early, and so she was asking for the refund, and so I have a refund policy, a cancellation policy, should I say. She was asking for the days that she came back early and she's not using, so had to make a change, and so that was like coming back an extra night, early night, and wanted the refund for it. So I guess on my policies for cancellation, uh, it's kind of general, and it hadn't occurred to me that there would be a need to change things, a cancellation from before the way someone cancels before a stay even starts, and the way someone cancels. Come on out of here, get out of here. The way someone cancels early, and then would like to have a partial refund at for their stay because they're not using that night and they're not getting the service that night. So my cancellation policy is pretty flexible. If someone's unhappy for any reason, I'll just give them their money back, and that's just I'd just rather not have had them holding it over me, or thinking that they are owed money, and that will influence their decision about how they feel about my services, about me watching and walking their dog. So if someone has any issues and they're worried about it, I'll just go ahead and I will message support and make sure they'll get their money back. So there's a couple of different policies for Rover. Look at this, is a nice little fountain here, and we're at the entrance to the botanical building. So I'm gonna be taking some photos here. This is a really nice photographic area. So for cancellations on Rover and probably on WAG too, that it's probably so they have it flexible, moderate, and then strict. So or cancellation, I guess they've changed it from like must need some notice, like 1 day notice, must need 1 week notice, or must need 48 hours notice on cancellation. But it doesn't really cover if they come back early and then services are needed to be changed. So with a strict capacity of mine of being a solo boarder, is what I strive to have, a solo boarder, sometimes I'll get during peak, July, June, August, I can get several messages for the same weekend, and I can't have all the guests there. Here's someone else walking their dog here. I can't have all the guests come that weekend because I'm not going to be able to give them the services that I promised. So I have to choose who I feel will be either the most lucrative, or in most cases the easiest guest to care for. So and I'll have to turn the other requests down. And so I did turn down another request that week, and it was for longer stay, and it was $250 for the week, for that like 4 or 5 days. And then but the person who came back early was supposed to be another 2 nights, and so that was like basically another extra $100 that was obligated to me, and so I had a flexible cancellation policy about this ahead of time, because usually if someone canceled that time, I would be able to find alternates, and I'd still have that weekend booked if I needed it booked. But now, if they leave early, there's no chance of me getting another dog to come and stay and fill that spot, that income that I was anticipating, that we had made an agreement upon. So ending on the other end, coming back early, so the customer wanted a refund, and I told her that I had sent other guests away, and that I can't really give her the refund, that she's going to have to contact support for that. And then so yes, she did, and she got the refund back. And I had also in the end, I had said, my standard line, if you're happy with my services, please leave a review. So as an emphasis on if you are happy. And I guess getting, no review is better than a bad review. So that works out okay too. But either way, it's always top care for your guest, top care for your dog. Trying to give the best home environment possible, the most normal, realistic, loving home that we can, until your dog is relaxed and happy, and that's what you're looking for at the time. So, will I be changing my cancellation policies? I think I'm going to have to update them now, and I think I'll mention that at the meet and greet, rather than reflecting it through Rover on the profile. Because what I did was I messaged Rover twice, actually, because I didn't receive any reply at all. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. And I messaged them saying that authorizing to remove, take any partial or refund any amount that she wanted to have. And so yeah, if she wanted all of her money back, it's fine. If she wanted, for any reason, she felt unhappy, she can claim that. But it was just for the nights, and I guess she was happy, because I did send lots of pictures, and everything was, her dog was really fun to watch, really easy to watch. So that makes it a lot easier, makes it better all around. So far, Zuko he's relaxing more and more. He seems happier with me and less anxious about his family being gone. So Zuko's just going to be here for the next few days before the weekend and such. And so as far as, I'm not going to change my cancellation policies on the app. I'm just going to be making sure it's something else that I mention in the meet and greet, because my meet and greets usually take about 15-20 minutes of walking with them. So let's go over here to the water, have a look. And so it's a new thing to mention, because before it was like, I mentioned in my cancellation policies, if you're unhappy, if you need to cancel, if anything, I'll give you a refund, and I will be happy to refund you if you're unhappy for any reason, if you need to make any changes. But hey, look at that. Come on. Look at that. Just have a little grass bath, I guess. Scratch an itch. But I hadn't actually anticipated people returning earlier than normal. Let's see how this guy meets. Oh, that's a good boy. He's not very reactive to other dogs, so that makes it pretty good. That's why I wanted to have him around Annie, because they paired really well, and was really calm around it. Didn't make a lot of noise. Didn't seem to be knocking her over or bullying her or anything. So he's like 2.5, I think. 2.5 years old. So yeah, I think I'm going to follow that up in the meet and greet, and that's going to be one of the things that I have to include in my checklist of meet and greets. So this is still a wonderful spot. I want to take some pictures here of some dogs around the water and send it over to the owners. Got a sponsor, T-Amelia Tea, T-E-A-M-E-L-L-I-A. Great tea, great life. Tea shipped to your home in the U.S. Link in the description. Thank you.